domain. He wanted to make it much more like the ideal he himself had. I'll leave this. That's where I'm at with it. Now, on the highest level, that seems to be the question. Because, see, he's going back to the model. He is, in order to create, he has to go back to the idea and use that to bring order. Well, before he did that, if you can talk about it in that language, it could not have been capable of being a model. Well then, is this what he's looking at? The mind of God? Is that what's being ordered? So with this theological riddle, pardon me?
He's in the same game of meditation that has.
That's right. That would mean that God is meditating. And that's what it's saying. See, that's what they say. That God is meditating on the idea of creation. And our problem is, of course, that we see everything through the senses, and therefore we only see what the senses allow us to see. Perhaps if we could see directly with that intelligible part of our being, maybe we would be seeing the same thing as the nature of God, because one of the parts of man is the mind of God, isn't it? 1, 2, 3. The same, idea of same. That which is eternal always is, no change, which is the mind of God.
So is that problem of the senses disorder?
Pardon?
Is that problem you were mentioning with when our perception, is that disorder?
No, the price we pay for experiencing is that we go through the senses. Right.
Is that where we find disorder? Is that experience?
No, you can find order. The problem is not that we perceive through the senses, but that we make conclusions on the basis of the senses. That is inappropriate.
So it's the conception.
Like, because I can hit that, I'm going to call it real. Though it's already gone, it's past. It endures in the present in some mysterious way. Right, but some people will say, since I can hit it, it's real. Right, or because I can see it, therefore it must be the way I see it. And all of these other riddles follow from principles of perception.
Okay.
Oh, right.
So that's where we find the disorder? The riddles?
No, what's the difference between if we can imagine someone who's truly enlightened, right? They'd probably be wearing glasses. I mean, they're going to reach for a glass of water. They're going to reach for this. They're going to reach for that. They're going to see things. They're going to drive a car. Well, they're still using the senses in the same way you and I are. What's the difference? They're going to eat the same thing. We're going to eat food. They're going to do a whole bunch of things in the same way we are. What's the essential difference?
They don't think about it?
No, well, then he's a fool. You mean that he couldn't take a driver's test? I mean, I know from people I know very well that they tell me it's impossible to pass a driver's test unless you have some thinking going on.
Right.
Right? So if this is a truly wise person of the highest sense, right, he should be able to pass a driver's test, should he not? Then he's thinking. Therefore, thinking is not the problem for man. Right? Zen Buddhism's idea that thinking is an illness of the mind or a sickness of the mind doesn't apply. It's the beliefs that obscure us, the conclusions we draw that are erroneous that cause us the problems we have.
Got it.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Thank you.
Well. Thank you very much. Thank you. Now I can. By God, I thought it would be 9 o'clock. Missed it by 6 minutes. That's fun to do. It would be even more interesting than to take it into see this being that the being that he constructs, the soul, out of those 3 elements. He then stretches it out. And he makes two strips of it. And therefore he joins the two strips. And puts one and one the other. And then he tilts it to 23 degrees. But in any case, he measures out here a series of proportions, which is he takes the one part and then doubles it and then doubles that. So you have 1, 2, 4, and 8. Then he takes the other strip, and he's going to tie them together later. So he has 1, takes 3, right? And he takes 1, 3, 9, and 27, right? And take it as if they were holes, and that's where he's going to locate the planets. And the distance between these, between any two numbers, he's going to then structure it in such a way that there will always be two means between the intervals. One will be an arithmetic and the other will be a geometric mean. And therefore, when you then put this together in the cosmos, you have all the positions for the heavenly bodies rotating, and that same ratio between the arithmetic and the harmonic mean is going to provide you with the same ratio that creates the Greek diatonic musical scale. And that's fun to do. Maybe next time we'll do it. I like that. So, thank you very much for attending, and fun.